Hi everyone! I wanted to tell a story about a pivotal shift I made in my life, from being a homeschooler to attending a somewhat normal high school. I was homeschooled in 1st grade and 4th through 7th grade, but from 8th grade through 11th, I'm currently a junior in high school, I have been attending a public school. The reasoning behind me being homeschooled isn't something I can personally pinpoint to a specific thing, but overall, my mom believed I could learn more from a more personal, intimate, distraction-free environment. Some homeschoolers I've met in recent years have told me about their homeschool experience, and I was surprised by how little of it was actually spent at home, because in my personal experience with homeschooling, I spent most hours a day at my home, sitting at my desk. Being homeschooled allowed for me to build a very strong connection with my family and with my sense of self. Peer pressure and conformity is a very prominent part of our society, and I feel that being homeschooled in some of my more formative years allowed me to have a lot of insight and an outsider's perspective of people and the world around me. Now, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. I was definitely still social. It's actually because of homeschooling I drove deeper into dance and why that became such an important part of my life. But for the most part, my main company was my dad, mom, sister, and grandma who we lived with at the time. Being there at my house for so many hours of the day, looking back, I never felt isolated. I never felt alone, or at least not as often as most people would assume. Although I didn't feel isolated, as I got into my later middle school years, I definitely felt a desire for more social interaction and to experience certain things. My parents definitely wanted that for me too, and felt the best way I could both experience life the way I desired and learn certain things they were unable to teach me was to go to an actual school. In 8th grade, I started at a charter school in Palm Bay, Florida with a very interesting name. Pineapple Cove Classical Academy became a big part of my life. It, like any other school, has its downfalls and its problems, but the experiences I've gained going there have definitely made me into the person I am today. Starting out, I had a lot of expectations and a lot of eagerness. I had to make a major shift within myself because until then, my daily interactions had been with my adult family members, where now my daily interactions were with kids my own age. The surprising part is looking back, I don't think I was aware of how out of place I probably was, or how out of place I might have felt. I just kept moving, and I just kept growing, and I just kept persisting and not giving up. Not giving up with making friends, not giving up with keeping up grades, not giving up with confidence, not giving up with my interests and opinions. I am more thankful than anything for being homeschooled, because I believe it is the root of what has given me the strength to persevere through challenges I faced and still face, and I wouldn't change that for the world.